As this is going to be a sacred service, I know when there's music, we like to applaud. The music from this point on is a part of the service. So just let that sit in you as if it is a prayer. So please, no applause for any music during this service. And the service is a combination of many cultures, many events. I would like to acknowledge that we are on the traditional land of the first indigenous people of Indianapolis, and honor with gratitude the land itself and the tribes before us, such as the Lenape, also known as the Delaware, the Miami, the Potawatomi, the Kickapoo, and the many previous custodians of this sacred land.
Sky above, earth below, fire within me, this I know. Wind and water, sand and time, live and breathe and beat this heart of mine. Sky above, earth below, fire within me, this I know. Wind and water, sand and time, live and breathe and beat this heart of mine. Live and breathe and beat this heart of mine. The stones beneath my feet hold the memories. The stars light our way through the dark. The greening of the leaves, the stirring of the breeze. The river's song reminds us who we are. Sky above, earth below, fire within me, this I know. Wind and water, sand and time, live and breathe and beat this heart of mine. Live and breathe and beat this heart of mine. Can we walk the city's canyons when the moon is on the rise? Can we let our native kindness shine through? Can we recognize the stranger, see the light behind the eyes? Let the beauty of our hearts be what we do. Sky above, breathe and beat this heart of mine. Sky above, earth below, fire within me, this I know. Wind and water, sand and time, live and breathe and beat this heart of mine. Live and breathe and beat this heart of mine. Live and breathe and beat this heart.
We're now going to do a blessing to the four directions. In each direction, we will bow to the what is. We will open to the greater. We will pull into our hearts and minds, and then spread and share with all others. The north represents the great mystery, darkness, all that has been and all that will be, the planting of seeds. East, the first glimpse of light, the spark of creation, birth, sprouting. The south, full light, full awareness, growth and maturing. And the west, the last glimpse of light, the completion of a cycle, the harvest, death. I invite you to stand and face the north and bow with me. We bow in the direction of the north. We bow to all that is the north. Our memories, our family members, our experiences, the far reaches of the north, the darkness, the great mystery. In our bowing, we accept what is. And in that acceptance, when we open up, in our acceptance within our minds and hearts, we then open, but truly is that which is greater, that which we call God, Creator, Father, Mother, evolving one in our awareness. And we bring in the consciousness of that which we call God into our hearts, the very heart of our being, that we might bring this awareness and integrate it, so that we might extend it out and spread it into every single direction for the greater good of all, before us, behind us, above us, below us, within us. And then we turn in a quarter turn to the direction of east. And we bow in the direction of the east, that first glimpse of light. We bow in acceptance of all the east represents to us, symbolizes for us. We bow in this place in our life that we might then, from acceptance, open our hearts and our minds to that which is greater, that which we call God, the first light in the beginning, light, spark of awareness. We bring this into our heart. We receive this light. It is dawning in our mind and in our hearts of who we are. And may this light be for the benefit of all. And we extend this prayer, this dedication, this commitment, this devotion to all. And we turn, a quarter turn. And we bow into the direction of the south. All that the south symbolizes for us, means to us. The people, the places, the things of the south. Full awareness and full light. We bow in acceptance of what is. We bow that we may no longer resist, but rather open up through bowing and acceptance to the realization of the greater. And we lift our arms up in open, receptive mode. The fullness of light that the south represents to us. we are open and we are receptive to this great light, the greater good, and we bring it into the heart, my heart, your heart. May this gratefulness of light illuminate our way as we go forward, that it may be benefiting to all. We extend out our hands and our arms before us, beside us, behind us, benefiting the water, the earth, the air, all creation, all living things. And again, we turn a quarter turn as we face the west. And we bow in the direction of the west, and all the west symbolizes to us family, friends, locations, places upon this precious home, this earth. We bow in acceptance for what is and what has been, the last glimpse of light in the west. We open to the greater meaning of this, the last glimpse of light, the completion of a cycle. We open ourselves to the heart of all that light has brought to us, bringing it into our heart, that even as we turn and even as life and this earth reveals to us great change, as we turn into the mystery once again, that light goes with us. We seal it into our mind, in our heart, and again, we turn full circle toward the north direction, giving thanks and gratitude to this time of turning, cycling with all creation. And so it is. You may be seated. Good morning. Today we are celebrating the lives of our loved ones who have left this earthly plane in physical form. We started by honoring the ancestors who were the custodians of this land that we stand on now. I would also like to honor and bless the generations of new Americans who called this land home long before this building was placed here. And we bless and honor all of those who dwell here in the future. In the blessings of the four directions, we completed a full cycle: north, east, south, west. Darkness of the night, the dawn, the day, dusk, and again, darkness of the night. Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Conception, birth, maturing, death. Today is Halloween, and from an article on businessinsider.com, so where does the name itself come from? Where does Halloween come from? According to the online etymology dictionary, it is actually two words smooshed together. Hallow, or holy person, refers to the saints celebrated on All Saints' Day, which is tomorrow, November 1st. The "een" part of the word is a contraction of the word evening, or evening before. So basically, Halloween is just an old-fashioned way of saying the night before All Saints' Day, also called Hallowmas or All Hallows' Day. This comes from the fact that November 1st is All Saints' Day, a Christian feast dedicated to celebrating the faithful departed, including all of the saints. In Christian tradition, people start celebrating major feasts the night before they take place, such as Christmas Eve. So today, we start the celebration of our loved ones who no longer dwell in this earthly plane physically. We all see death differently. We grieve differently. Cultures view death in many different ways. In Temple Hayes' book, which we just did a book study on how to speak unity, she explains how unity looks at death. So death, do we believe in death? Spiritually speaking, no one can ever die. It's not possible, as on the most basic level, we are energy, and energy is not capable of dying. With the principle of life, there can be no death. We know we will die a physical death at some point, and we know it's not the end of ourselves. Physical death is a transition during which we exchange our physical energy form for another form of energy. However, we may die while we are physically still alive if we are not choosing to live fully in every moment. Often, we want to avoid death, so we may also avoid truly living. We may die energetically and psychologically long before we die physically. In unity, we are more concerned with truly living because we know death is not the end for us. It is a new beginning. Life is spiral in nature, forever evolving as we are, evolving as the north, the east, the south, and the west, and it continues.
Good morning. As Michael said, this particular service takes inspiration from a lot of different cultural views of death and rituals around death. He mentioned All Saints' Day, and that day is one that most of us are probably more familiar with. It is a day when we may have Christians visiting cemeteries to remember those that have passed on before and have flowers and candles at the graves of the loved ones, as well as attending church services. There's also El Dia de los Muertos, from which we took a lot of visual inspiration for today, which is the Latin American equivalent of All Saints' Day or All Souls' Day. And it means literally the Day of the Dead. Widely celebrated in Mexico, it originates from an Aztec harvest celebration, during which a celebration dedicated to the goddess Mictlantecuhtli, the Lady of the Dead, has lively celebrations. Families and friends gather together and pray for those who have died. Convinced that mourning or signs of sadness would offend the departed, El Dia de los Muertos is actually a celebration of the life of those that died. The day includes much food and drink, as well as partaking in activities that the dead enjoyed in life. In Nepal, they celebrate Gaijatra. It's a celebration that lasts for 8 days in August and September, also called the Festival of the Cows. This is the occasion to commemorate the death of people from the previous year. The festival includes a procession of cows through the center of town, led by family members who have lost loved ones in the preceding year. Cows, of course, have a sacred status in Hinduism, and therefore they are thought to help guide the recently deceased to the afterlife. There's a tradition known as Famadihana, or the turning of the bones, and it is perhaps to outsiders one of the more unusual celebrations of the dead. Famadihana is a time of year when Malagasy people remove corpses from their graves or their crypts. They spray them with perfume and drench them with wine before wrapping them in silk and carrying them around the tomb with music and songs. And that ritual is performed every 7 years. The Bon Festival, or the Obon Festival, in Japan has been going on for over 500 years. It was established to commemorate deceased ancestors. Lasts over 3 days, and this Buddhist Confucian tradition is not a solemn celebration, but instead includes feasts with fireworks, games, and dances, including the Bon Odori, a dance performed to welcome the spirits of the dead. And finally, from Chinese culture, a couple of festivals. The Hungry Ghost Festival, celebrated on the 15th night of the 7th lunar month, the ghost month in the Chinese calendar, when the spirits and ghosts are believed to leave the underworld and wander the living world. As such, this is a time to alleviate the suffering of the dead. The festivities last the whole month, although the 15th day is given special attention and offerings are made on that day. In addition, many people set an extra seat at the table for the deceased. At the end of the festival, people light flower-shaped water lanterns and place them on lakes or rivers to lead spirits back to the lower realms. And another, the final of the Chinese culture's celebrations of the dead, is Qingming, also known as Ancestors' Day or Tomb Sweeping Day. It's celebrated in early April, and it is a time when families go to the tombs of their ancestors and clean them. The ritual includes the offering of food and tea, as well as dross paper, sheets of paper that are burned during the traditional Chinese ceremonies that honor the deities or ancestors. So for today, we have a ritual inspired by many of these traditions. And we will be writing letters to loved ones. There is no right or wrong to this. The loved ones can include anyone from any time, can include yourself, can include God, can include the earth. There is no right or wrong. And soon, we will be doing that letter writing with a candle ritual as well in my memory of those loved ones. So please do not start writing until after the meditation. Once you finish your letter, please walk up to the front, or letters. You have should have three different cards or pieces of paper that you can write on. And again, it can be one person for each one. It can be one person that you write 3 long things to. It can be 7 people spread throughout. There is no right or wrong. So once you finish your letters, come up to the front and place your letters in this box that was specially made for this purpose. It is right front and center. Once you have placed the letter in the box, you may then light your candle and then place it on the tray. And there are candles and trays for those tea light candles on both sides. You may also say a silent prayer. And then once done, go back to your seat. Once people have begun finishing their letters and coming up, you will notice a change in the music. With that change of music, we'll start slides and pictures and names of people who were submitted to be remembered today. And there will be about 5 minutes of slides and names. So hold each of them in your heart and know that they are hallowed. One final note about that letter writing. You will note that in the packets, blue pens, blue ink was chosen, and that is not random. Blue, the color of the throat chakra, is a place of power. It is a place of your words. Those words have power. Let them flow forth from you. Let that be your strength of the day. So let us now prepare for meditation. Please sit comfortably in your chair with your feet flat on the floor, your hands resting on your legs. Gently close your eyes or lower your gaze. I invite you to take a deep breath in through your nose and then breathe out through your mouth. Again, breathe deeply in through the nose and out through your mouth. Once more, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And now relax and breathe naturally. And let the words of this song be your words.
In this moment, I release, I let go, I find peace. In this moment, nothing to mend. In this moment, I need nothing at all. So I listen and answer the call. I love you. I forgive you. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I forgive you. Please forgive me. Thank you. In this moment, I release. I let go. I find peace.
In this moment, I bow to the memory of my ancestors, the hallowed ones. I call forth their loving presence. In this moment, I remember their love, their laugh. I remember how it felt to be around them. This memory brings me joy. I forgive anything left undone, anything left unsaid. For now, there is only love. In a few moments, we will rest in the stillness. I invite you to take out the paper and the pen and write a letter to your loved ones, expressing your love, your forgiveness, your request for forgiveness. This may be written to yourself, to God, the earth. There is no right or wrong. Simply write how you feel. When you are finished and feel ready to bring your letter and your tea light candle to the front, you will place the letter in the box and light your candle, and then go back to your seat and rest in this moment.
remember me. Though I have to say goodbye, remember me. Don't let it make you cry, or even if I'm far away, I'll hold you in my heart. I'll sing a secret song to you each night that we're apart. Remember me. Though I have to travel far, remember me. Each time you hear a sad guitar, know that I'm with you the only way that I can be, until you're in my arms again. Remember me. Remember me. Remember me. Though I have to say goodbye, remember me. Don't let it make you cry, for even though I'm far away, I hold you in my heart. I'll sing a secret song to you each night that we're apart. Remember me. Though I have to travel far, remember me. Each time you hear a sad guitar, know that I'm with you the only way that I can be, until you're in my arms again. Remember me. Remember me. Remember me. Though I have to say goodbye, remember me. Don't let it make you cry, or even if I'm far away, I hold you in my heart. I sing a secret song to you each night before we part. Remember me. Though I have to travel far, remember me. Each time you hear a sad guitar, know that I'm with you the only way that I can be, until you're in my arms again. it make you cry? For even if I'm far away, I hold you in my heart. I'll sing a secret song to you each night that we're apart. Remember me. Do I have to travel far? Remember me. Each time you hear a sad guitar, know that I'm with you the only way that I can be. Until you're in my arms again, remember me. Let us pray. Eternal rest grant unto them, divine Spirit, and let perpetual light shine upon them. May the souls of our departed beloveds rest in the everlasting peace of the divine. And so it is.